From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into another edition of The Horse's Mouth here on Buzz TV. I'm Tom McManus. We're live at Tommy Mac's. Great to be here. A great time of the year, of course. Football on its way into our area, whether you're talking the NFL, our hometown team, the Jags, and training camp, college football, I know that's huge, high school football, Friday nights, Saturday afternoons. It's fantastic. A great time of year. Like I said, hey, there's a ton of talent that comes out of Jacksonville and the surrounding areas, right? A lot of kids that are playing high school. I'm not just talking football, but we are in this instance. A lot of kids go to college and play ball, and a lot of college players go to the pros or get, in some type of form or fashion in the elite level. Hey, do want to say congratulations to Jacksonville's own Brian Dawkins for being a Hall of Fame finalist. He's now in the Hall of Fame wearing the gold jacket. Look, I never was that kind of player. I was never that elite of a player, but man, that must be a fantastic feeling. So congratulations to you, Brian, a great player on the field, and all I've heard is you're a great guy off the field. We got a great show lined up for you here this week. Melissa Ross is joining us. I've known Melissa a long time. She's the host and producer of First Coast Connect on WJCT. She's got a great gig. I look forward to catching up with her. And, of course, Bart and Sue from iTrip Vacations. Yeah, what a great business they got going on. They're huge Jag fans. It was great catching up with them. We'll have up close and personal and much more right here on The Horse's Mouth on Buzz TV, live from Tommy Mac's. We'll be right back. Proud to introduce my title sponsor for The Horse's Mouth. It's Ewing Real Estate, a great group of people who can help you with any commercial real estate project out there. Whether you're developing land, you're building an office or an apartment complex, or you need some help with financing, we can assist you. Give us a call at 354-5573 or visit us online at allenewing.com. All right, welcome back to The Horse's Mouth here on Buzz TV at Tommy Mac's. As promised, my friend Melissa Ross. She's host and producer of First Coast Connect on WJCT. Hi, Melissa.
Hey, Tom. Good to see you.
Cheers, like we do at the bar. Great to have you on board. I appreciate it.
Can I drink this?
You can absolutely.
Right, I'm going to try a little bit.
Yeah, you know, it's good. It's good for the soul, but just a little bit, right?
Just a little bit.
Coach Coughlin used to say all the time, moderation is the key, right? Except when you're practicing.
Yeah, then he wanted all out.
No doubt about it. You and I go pretty far back. We were talking earlier about, I think I was maybe one of your early guests your radio show back in 2009.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right when we started, you came on to talk about your book. You had just written a book.
That's right. Book about my father called We'll Always Be Pals. Yeah,
that's right.
I remember it. You were so gracious to have me on. It was a fun conversation.
Yeah.
And look at you now. You've grown. You've got your First Coast Connect show. You've got your other show. And
lots of shows.
You're all over the place.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's been amazing because when we started that show, you were one of the guests that we had on in our first year.
Yeah.
We really, me and the little group of people that have always worked on it, we didn't know if it was going to work.
Right.
It was a really unproven thing. We had no idea if it was even going to last a year. Mm-hmm. And so you just never know when you start a new project where it's going to take you.
Right.
But I'm glad I did it because it has found an audience. It has grown, and it's just been an incredible journey, I guess, through learning more about this city and getting to know so many cool people in this area. That really love our station and really love this community, creative people, sports people like you, nonprofit and business.
I'm creative too, by the way.
You're creative too. Look at this place. Look at this place. Right. Nonprofit people, business people, all these different elements that make this area so cool. They've all kind of come through our studio at one point or another. So that's been the best part of it.
I always say, and I've said it on this show before, our community, it's a unique city. It's a unique town. It's kind of more of just a really big town than a city. But hey, we'll take it. It's a great city. What's happening downtown is going to be phenomenal with Shad Khan and everything that he's proposing and other developments all along that river. It's going to be great. You've really grown with the city. I mean, if you think about it.
And we're right across from the stadium.
I know. Yeah.
And so we're really excited too to see how this development comes up all around our building. And I don't know if you know this, but for years at WJCT, people have used our parking lot to tailgate.
Oh yeah,
at Jaguars games.
Yeah,
for years.
I've done Florida Georgia down that way before.
Yeah, that's its own thing. It rocks. Right. But every time there's a home game, there are people in our parking lot. They rent parking spots for the season.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And then say there's a game over the weekend, we'll come in early on Monday morning or whatever the next day is for work, and we found stuff in the building.
Wow.
Because they let the tailgaters in to use the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
That's part of what you pay for.
Okay.
So
that's kind of nice.
We've come in, some mornings we've come in, there's been like a fifth of bourbon in the women's bathroom at 6 in the morning. We're like, what how'd this get here? Oh, it's the tailgaters.
All right, you mentioned politics. When we come back, I just want to touch a little bit about, hey, being a host, and talking about politics is, that's like you're on a tight wire. Right?
Yeah,
Like, oh my goodness, you got the bears on one
fall.
side, you got the kittens on the other.
That's right.
Right, no doubt. All right, we'll come back. More with Melissa Ross right here on The Horse's Mouth on Buzz TV. The Horse's Mouth also brought to you by Stellar. Taking solutions further. Check them out online at stellar.net. All right, welcome back to The Horse's Mouth here on Buzz TV. Melissa Ross, of course, at the bar with me. And look who stopped by, our friends Bart and Sue from iTrip Vacations. Hey, guys, how are you?
Nice to see
Bart,
you.
pleasure.
Hello.
Sue,
how are you?
Great to have you. Cheers to everybody.
Cheers.
To Tommy Max.
Absolutely.
Thankful you're here. And I'll catch up, trust me on that. But, Melissa, before the break, we were talking about, you discuss politics quite a bit on your show. How I mean, that's got to be, a high, tense,
It can be.
I mean, I guess. Or do you just say, hey, this is how I feel, this is my stance, I'm putting my head down, you can either like it or you don't like it?
Well, you know what, in public media, the big value is civility, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
And then the other thing that's important is whenever you have a guest on from one party, you ask them the questions that the people on the other side want asked, and vice versa.
Okay.
So, remember Tim Russert from Meet the Press?
Of course, yeah.
Okay. He was a good role model because he would always say the way you prepared to do those interviews was you learn everything you can about this person's positions, and then you take the other side.
Right.
You just ask the questions their opponents want to be asked. And but the key is you have to be equally tough on both sides.
Right.
You have to, build a reputation for doing a real interview.
Right. So you can't
no matter what party the person is with.
You're open to everything.
Yeah, sure.
Like, as we all should be, right? I mean,
and
let's be honest. This is the Horse's Mouth. We're always honest on this show. But, it seems like that far left, the far right, they get all the attention. And it makes it seem like that's our entire country when I think the middle is a lot bigger than that. And we don't, because look, I was talking to my friends, recently. I'm like, you go around, you don't see anything negative going on. People are happy, they're getting along, and that's all throughout the city. That's not certain areas obviously are tougher than others, but
it's true. And I think most people want middle of the road
I agree.
policy solutions, but you're right, the extreme partisans get a lot of attention, and cable news is playing a part in that. There are a lot of factors that are driving those two polarized sides to the extremes, but you're right, I don't think it's a good thing for the country to have people that polarized, and I hope people can come together.
No doubt. I don't know if you can answer this, but how are people going to trust the mainstream media ever again, right? And I mean all sides. Look, I watch them all. I try to anyway. But when one, I don't care if it's Fox, MSN, I don't care if they go to the extreme, I shut it off. I'm like, I don't want, come on, this is just part of your whole, thing that you're doing, right? But how are we going to get people to trust what the media is reporting as fact and not opinionated?
Well, I'll tell you what, I think that the term fake news needs to go away.
Agreed.
Because people are using that expression whenever they hear information that doesn't go in line with their worldview. Right. And I think people need to stop that and realize that the First Amendment is important, a free press is important. You have to try to think critically about the information you're getting and evaluate it and not just dismiss it as fake.
That's right.
But at the same time, media outlets have to do a better job of regaining trust. And I think that particularly, as you said, cable news outlets that pander to a political point of view, I think have done a lot to erode that trust. And, but then let me just give a self-interested plug. Public media,
by all means.
Public media is still regarded as one of the most trusted brands in America. Good. And we have our critics, but if you listen, say you turn on 89.9 and you listen to our big national morning show, Morning Edition, or our big afternoon show, All Things Considered, I really do believe that you're going to hear a really fair and even-handed discussion of these big issues we're all dealing with. And people trust the journalists that are doing them. So, we're proud of that.
Good. Well, it's been great having you on. I know this. I have 3 sayings that I try to live by. To each his or her own. Yeah. As long as it's peaceful, I'm good. Right? It takes 2 to tango. Always has and always will. And the truth here on earth is somewhere in the middle. And I think that's the truth. Now, before we go to break, let's talk some fun. We're talking Jags here. I see the teal. Yes. I see the teal. We're excited. It's almost second week of the preseason, of course, and the Jags are looking for a big year. We're going to start with you, Sue. Well, you've been a season ticket holder for 14 years. Yes. How are you feeling about this year? Do you have a record you want to throw out there as a prediction?
Well, feeling very excited about this year, and living downtown and being so close to be able to get to the games. And we also get the flyovers, real close. For all the games, but I'm super excited. I'm a defense girl. I grew up in Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
Monsters of the Midway, the whole story.
The best.
Let's talk about
85 Bears. They were great.
But I love our defense. And we actually, last summer when Calais Campbell first arrived into Jacksonville, we met him on his first night here. Had no idea who this gentleman was. And I'm 6'2", and I was literally staring up at this guy.
It was so fun. It must be fun to be on top of the food chain.
It was. But it's been so much fun to watch just what the defense has done, and I'm excited because I believe they've made a lot of great offseason moves for the offense. I'm a 12-4.
12-4.
12-4.
Okay. I think Vegas is around 9. That's the over/under.
Right.
I think it's a fair number because with injuries, you just never know. But Bart, what are you thinking, man?
Well, I've already got my $40 down in Vegas for us to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Had a friend go, and
good for you.
He goes, I want to pay you for your driving me to the airport and picking me up. I said, you know what? Put $40 on the Jags to win.
Nice.
I got it hanging on the fridge right there. So,
what are you thinking?
I'm going to take the over on the 9.
All right, good.
I think we're going to go at least 10 wins.
All right,
at least 10.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Melissa, how about you as we wrap up?
I'm going to go with Bart here.
10.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
Hey,
they have the talent to win it all.
Yep.
Right? They
Absolutely.
have the talent to win it all. We just got to reel it in a little bit. One game at a time. Melissa,
right.
Thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you, Tom.
Cheers on your way
Cheers.
in. Cheers on your way out.
Cheers.
We'll be back with more to come here on The Horse's Mouth, live from Tommy Max on Buzz TV.
This is a Clydesdale. Despite what you see in the commercials, he doesn't play football. He won't bring me a cold one, as much as I wish he would. He does not fall easily in love with his kitty cat pals, of which he has none. He's just really good at being a horse on this ranch. I run with help from my banker, a Synovus, Bank of Here. Really, Bruce?
All right, welcome back to The Horse's Mouth here on Buzz TV. Want to thank Melissa Ross for stopping by the bar. Always a pleasure to catch up with her. She does a great job on her show. Bart and Sue are here from iTrip Vacations. Huge Jag fans. We're talking games. We're talking the season.
Yep.
Tell me, being in business here in Jacksonville with the team, everything that's going on positively, how does that make you feel, one? And two, how does it affect your business?
Well, a couple of things. We love what's going on. We can't wait to hear what shot is going to come up out of that mouth every single time. It's just amazing. And what really drives me crazy, it hasn't silenced that move to London. Every time you talk to somebody outside this community, it's when are the Jags moving to London? No, they're not going any place.
Right.
I know you talked to Mark Lamping about that.
I think he's going to be a dual owner. I mean, Mark, was like, no way, you're crazy, but he's got the Johnny, and he's smart, and they love him internationally. Why not? You can figure it out logistically. Everyone's like, oh, it can never. It can happen, but the Jags aren't going anywhere from Jacksonville.
And then as far as our iTrip business, the vacation, we want to invite people here to the community, show them a great experience through the iTrip family, and show them what's going on in our community. Get out to the beaches, play golf here, visit some of our microbrews. Within our first, our home where we live, there's probably 5 microbrews within 3 miles of our house, and it just what's going on in this community is amazing.
Yeah, Sue, how long have you guys been doing iTrip?
Well, we actually started doing short-term vacation rentals ourselves before we joined the iTrip family. And where we were seeing the opportunity was with some of the difficulties we had in being effective to manage our own 3 that we had. And so we started looking for the better mousetrap. Who's out there that can help us be better, market better, but then also do the full experience, because you have to manage it, only the listing, but you have to get the people to stay, but then you have to clean the property, maintain the property. And we came across the iTrip brand and fell in love with everything that it actually had to offer, and said, we need to get involved with this company and bring that to Jacksonville. And so that's what we've done, is taken it from its infancy stage with what we were doing, but then we're going to piggyback on the strength of the iTrip brand. It's currently in 115 destination cities and managing over 2,500 properties as a brand. And we're going to expand that here in the Jacksonville, Amelia, Jacks Beach, Fernandina area.
So you're very similar to the Airbnb, VRBO, but you're also different from those. How are you guys different?
Well, those are all the marketing arm where they're trying to get the bookings, but they don't take care of the property. They don't take care of none of the management, none of the cleanings, none of the property maintenance. We actually offer a VIP white glove service for the property owner. They don't have to do a thing. If they allow us to manage their property, we take care of it from start to finish, and they can sit back and just wait to collect the payment checks.
So one-stop shop.
One-stop shop.
Right. That's nice.
Yeah, they sign on with us, and then we put that into our system, and then through the iTrip networking, the marketing arm of that, it gets pumped out to 85 different websites. So if you own your own property, mom and pop, you had your own Airbnb, you're going to put it up on one website. Well, with this 85 websites, you got more eyes looking at more properties and comparing shopping, basically.
Yeah, it's like Trivago for hotels,
Pretty much.
Similar
Pretty
to
much,
that.
yeah.
That's fascinating. So how about people that live in other parts of downtown or other parts of town and want to see, the Pats are coming in, they're going to have some big teams that they're going to play. They want to come in, or people from out of town that say, hey, I want to jump, and have this house. I'm near the stadium. I could maybe walk, or maybe ride a bike if it's there. How big is that kind of market?
That's a big deal.
Yeah, especially with the team winning.
Well, yes,
I
especially
mean,
with the team winning.
it helps,
there are certain teams that travel anyway. Pittsburgh travels well.
Packers, Patriots,
they all travel well in the first place.
No doubt.
But with us playing well, it's the Cincinnati Bengal fans are going to go. Maybe we're going to Miami to watch the Jags play in Miami.
Are you?
So that's how much of a fan we are.
Yep.
So that is a big deal. And so to give those people the opportunity to go on to iTrip.com and get pick up a rental property down at the beach, you want to play golf, whatever.
Yeah.
That's a big deal, and it's a big deal for us too.
Well, the city's got so much to offer.
Yeah.
You could be in all parts of the city and enjoy yourself. And that's with water, without water, right? You got the river all around the place. You got the ocean. Obviously, you got plenty of. Don't swim in the lakes out there.
The Gators.
No lakes.
But Sue and I actually managed the whole Amelia Island, Fernandina.
Okay.
How beautiful is that up there?
Awesome.
I lived in Jacksonville for 15 years, and I hadn't made that many trips up there. It was it's close, but I hadn't been up there. But now that we have that as our territory.
St. Augustine, too, is awesome.
Yes, St. Augustine is beautiful. So, from where we sit in downtown, you can be any place in 2 hours.
That's
you can be in Orlando in 2 hours if you want to.
No doubt.
Savannah.
Yep.
This is
Get a
such
deal
a
with
hub.
Shad Khan, you be down there in 20 minutes. A little helicopter ride, and we come on. Why not? All right, let's talk Jags real quick as we go to break. Favorite Jaguar player? Do you have one? Current.
Well, Miles Jack is still not down. Got to go with Miles.
Got to go with that one. I'm
to
right there with boom.
I love Miles Jack. He's a fantastic player. Fantastic.
Yes.
Yes.
And a nice human being. We actually
Yeah,
had
he
him
seems
at
really cool.
one of our luncheon tables
Yeah.
because we do the Jags kickoff luncheon thing, and he sat at our table one year.
My oldest daughter met him at a concert and said he was extremely nice. So he's A-okay by me.
Plus, he's a Southern California boy, too,
Yeah?
and so am I.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Really? What part? Like San Diego?
I was born in San Diego, raised in Anaheim.
Wow. Do you surf?
No.
No?
I was busy working for a
Jeez,
living.
I was going to say, they got some big waves out
they
there,
do.
man. I'm not a surfer, so I'd break my head. All right, so Jags 10 wins at least.
At least 10
maybe
wins.
10, maybe 12.
I say 12.
I'm going to say, I'm not ready to say what I'm going to say yet. I want to see him during the entire preseason, and then I'll make that pick.
We'll be tuning in to watch to see what your prediction
How can
is.
people, real quick, before we leave here, how can people find you guys? Is it itrip.com or
It's
what's
itrip.net. So you can reach me at sue@itrip.net or bart@itrip.net.
All right.
And that's the easiest way.
Wonderful. Cheers. On the
Cheers.
way in, on the way out.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Thank you.
Cheers to you guys. All right, more to come right here on The Horse's Mouth on Buzz TV.
What makes the Tom Bush Family Dealership so special?
It's because we treat our customers like family.
Knowing that you're being taken care of genuinely, and you can tell.
We make sure everyone gets what they need, and we try to make it fun.
Once you're in a CX-9, that's it. You're just destined to own one of those for the rest of your life. So.
And you're happy.
Oh, extremely.
We invite you to join our growing family.
Visit one of our 7 locations today and experience the Tom Bush difference.
Time once again for Up Close and Personal here on The Horse's Mouth at Tommy Mac's Bar. My guest this time around is Martin Lopez. He's from Red Team Safety and Security, giving people the peace of mind that they're safe. Martin, welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here, man. I really appreciate it. I'm very interested in what you do because, the sign of the times, right? I mean, people have to have a peace of mind to stay safe, whether it's in their home, they're out and about, at their office, and you at Red Team, your company, specialize in making sure people can handle themselves in certain situations.
Yeah, that's I couldn't have said it better myself.
Right.
We all have situations. You should, yeah. I'm going to have to take you on. But that's what we do. Is there's no telling what's going to happen. It can happen anywhere, like you said, home, neighborhoods, work. The world is getting crazier. That's what we know for sure. Right. And so what we do is we come in and we train everyday citizens on what to do in these crisis situations while they're waiting for the police or the ambulance or whoever to arrive.
Wow. Now you're a 12-year military veteran.
Navy intelligence, yep.
Navy intelligence. So that must give you tremendous background in doing what you're doing. A lot of training.
It did, yeah.
Right? I mean, that's what you basically.
Yeah,
you did more than that, but your training involved everything that you do with your job.
That's exactly right. It was always my job to find the best information that's out there and then give it to people who are either going to go into harm's way themselves, or if I went with them in some cases. But the goal was always to get them back safely home to the families. And so whatever I had to do to get that information, plans, strategies, training, whatever the case is, that's what I provided them with. And so when I got out of the military, I'm doing this now in the civilian market, it's no different. I arm people with simple, basic techniques that they can use no matter what their experience level is, no matter what age or anything, limitations they have, we find solutions for them.
Is it always with them having a weapon?
No, it's actually quite the opposite.
Really?
If you have a weapon, we take that into consideration, but there are plenty of situations where you either can't carry it at work, or you just didn't get to it in time because you were caught off guard, or all these different things. But everything that we do is hand-to-hand and strategies, especially for kids, on how to get away. That's the goal, is always get away from the threat.
Well, it's with children, with people in general, right? Nobody's afraid, it seems, anymore to confront somebody or to do something, and you have to, it's okay to learn, that, hey, I can handle myself, and it gives you confidence, right? And this probably works really good with the bullying epidemic, right?
That is
you
huge.
help people and the bullies as well. One thing about bullying people don't talk about is the one bullying, they're bullying for a reason, right? There's some kind of insecurity, there's something going on. We got to help them as well, but just giving kids confidence that they can handle themselves. So my personal story, I have 3 daughters, teenagers and almost 10, and I've taught them all 3 to throw with both hands. And it's funny, people think you have to aim for the head, you have to aim for the stomach. There are a lot of parts of the body that if you hit just right or just enough, you're going to get away. You know, the throat's a good one.
Yeah,
I'm not condoning out there, to do it, but with that, the throat's a good one. A little bang to the throat, and someone can't breathe. That lets go of the hands.
We call it an equalizer.
Boom.
That's exactly right.
Is that what it's called?
Yes, that's what we call it. Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
Basic moves, to get the person away from you so that you can get out of there.
Yeah. What are other equalizers?
We fight dirty. People we joke around. Yeah, we joke around. People talk about Cobra Kai. Like Karate Kid style. We don't teach that. But I say people, if you got to fight dirty and sweep that leg, you do whatever you got to do. But yeah, especially with bullying, that is the big concern. Is at school, if there's any kind of altercation, they're going to get in trouble.
Right.
But as a parent, my kid included, I have taught her it's okay to fight back. Now, I'm not condoning violence or anything like that.
I don't say.
But at my kids, her mental state, if she just gets pummeled, what is that going to do to her self-esteem?
Right.
And so the school systems have one thing. We have the anti-bully program, and we have strategies that both for kids and for parents, how they can work around this so that we treat bullying, it's a crime, and we treat it as such. And so there's all these things that hopefully you can do before you get physical, right, that you can get away from the bully and all that. But in the event your child has to defend themselves,
no doubt,
they know how to do it. Right.
Well, before we go, I want to thank you for your service,
man.
You. God bless you. And thanks so much. I told you my family's military history.
So thank you for your service too.
And I hold, not mine. I didn't. My service was on the field.
Family members serve, man.
Yeah,
when your dad's away and everything, you serve too.
Well,
so
he did that way before me, but I know what you're saying, and I have such a great respect for the military.
Thank you.
All right. God bless you.
Thanks so much.
Martin, thanks so much. How can people get a hold of you and your business? Look right into number 2.
Yeah, you can
tell them.
Yeah, you can reach me at redteamsafety.com, email address info@redteamsafety, or just give me a call at 904-608-1776.
All right, great stuff. Thanks again. We'll be back right here with more live from Tommy Max on Buzz TV. Brought to you by All right, that'll do it for us here on this week's edition of The Horse's Mouth. I want to thank Melissa Ross, of course, for stopping by. Bart and Sue from iTrip Vacations, they were fantastic. Hope you enjoyed it. Hey, like I said in the open, it's a great time of the year. Jags in preseason form. Look, week 2, from week 1 to week 2 to week 3, that's when I start looking at the starters, trying to see where they're at, how they're gelling as a team. They may not play a lot the first week or so, but that week 2, that week 3, they got to get the bulk of the work in, got to start gelling, got to start being, on the same page when it comes to chemistry. Look, I think this team is fantastic. They've got the talent. There's no doubt about it. They could be all the way. They couldn't be making it to the Super Bowl. But you know what? Let's take it one game at a time. You got a tough schedule. You got some tough teams. You're a tough team, I know it. But let's worry about that game in front of us, because that's what's going to get it done. It's going to be an exciting time, and I can't wait to watch our hometown Jags right here in action. That'll do it for us on this week's edition of The Horse's Mouth on Buzz TV. Remember, stay cool, Jacksonville, and be safe out there. And until next time, we'll see you.